The world feels loud today. It feels fast. The news on our screen shows images of fires. The news on our screen shows images of floods. It tells stories of anger in the streets. We see people shouting. We see faces tight with worry. In the grocery store, we notice prices climbing higher and higher. A simple carton of milk costs more than it did last year. We feel a quiet anxiety in our chests. It is a feeling that things are fragile. It is a sense that the systems we trust might be breaking. This feeling is not just in one country. It is everywhere. It is a shared hum of uncertainty that connects us all. A low, persistent vibration beneath our feet. This quiet worry follows us through our day. We see it in the tired eyes of the person serving our coffee. We hear it in strained conversations about the future. Will our children have good jobs? Will our planet be a safe place for them to live? These are not small questions. They are heavy. They sit with us during dinner. They keep us awake at night. We try to find answers. We look to our leaders. We read books. We search online. But the answers often feel complicated. They feel like more noise in an already loud world. Imagine someone watching us from very far away. Someone not human. This being, let us call him Munjoranson, does not feel our daily panic. He is not caught in our news cycles. He sees things differently. He sees patterns that we are too close to notice. For him, our world is not a mess of random, chaotic events. It is a system. It is a machine with moving parts. And right now, some of those parts are grinding against each other. He sees root causes not as failures of people, but flaws in the design of our societies. Munjoranson is a teacher. He does not offer complex theories or impossible demands. He points to simple, powerful truths we have overlooked. He has 5 lessons for us. These lessons are surprising. Let us begin by looking at ourselves. Not as individuals, but as a collective. Our societies are like giant mirrors. They reflect back our deepest values. They reflect back our shared beliefs. They reflect back our hidden fears. When we see rising crime, we are seeing a reflection of desperation and a lack of opportunity. When we see political anger, we are seeing people who feel unheard and powerless. These are not isolated problems happening to other people. They are symptoms of a larger condition. They are messages. Something is out of balance. Munjoranson suggests we misinterpret these reflections. We see the anger and blame the angry person. We see the crime and blame the criminal. We focus on the single, visible event instead of the invisible system that produced it. It's like looking at a cracked mirror and blaming the crack rather than asking what caused the mirror to break. Was it dropped? Was the glass made poorly? Was the frame too tight? The real problem is rarely the crack. It is the conditions that allowed it to form. Our modern world is good at fixing the cracks. We have police to deal with crime. We have therapists to deal with anxiety. We have charities to deal with poverty. These are necessary, but they are reactions. Attempts to manage symptoms after they appear. Munjoranson's view is different. He asks us to look at the design of the mirror itself. Consider the core ideas we built our world upon. Are these ideas strong? Are they balanced? Do they contain hidden flaws that lead to cracks? This shift in perspective is the first step. It requires moving from blame to curiosity. Instead of asking, who is responsible, ask, what system created this problem? It's a more difficult question and a more hopeful one. If problems are created by systems, we can change them. We can redesign our societies. We can build a new mirror. One that reflects a world that is calmer, fairer, and more whole. Munjoranson offers a simple, powerful metaphor. Imagine a child a baseball bat and a window. You can give the child the right to play. You can give them the freedom to throw the ball. This is a kind of freedom we cherish, the freedom of the individual. But what happens when a neighbor's window breaks? The child did not mean to cause harm, yet harm was done. The window is broken. The neighbor is upset. Here is the first shocking idea. Society must act like a responsible parent. A good parent doesn't just say, go play. They teach safe play. You have the right to play and the responsibility to not break things. Let's go where there are no windows. Set boundaries. Teach actions and consequences. Our societies are good at granting rights. We celebrate free speech, property, happiness, but we have been less good at teaching the responsibilities that come with those rights. It's not about taking away rights. It's about balancing them through structures that make it easier to do right. Let's look closer at this metaphor. The broken window is easy to see. Crime, violence, disturbances. When a window is broken, we call the police. We find who threw the ball. There are clear consequences. Our news is filled with them. But Monjoranon asks us to consider the unthrown ball. A child with no space or guidance, afraid to play. Potential withers, quietly and invisibly. We worry too much about broken windows and not enough about unthrown balls. We punish visible wrongs. We ignore lost opportunities. Poverty without safe schools or neighborhoods is an unthrown ball. Disconnection and lack of meaningful work, an unthrown ball. Systems that fail to create space to play. Start measuring invisible harm. Shift our focus. Count not just crimes. Count denied access to opportunity. Measure the well-being of the least advantaged. Fixing society means building more parks, not just more prisons. Invest in potential, not only punish mistakes. Our culture loves the idea of the individual. Be strong, be independent, stand up for your rights, my freedom, my property, my opinion. This focus brought creativity, innovation, and liberation from rigid structures. We built systems to protect the individual. The I is strong, the we has withered. Visual, seesaw heavily weighted, individual rights versus collective duty. The we is our duty to each other, our obligation to community, our shared commitment to the planet. Duties feel less exciting. The imbalance exhausts us. We see senseless violence. We see systems strain from neglected duties. Our environment suffers. Systems begin to break. Overemphasis on rights without duty leads to social collapse. A society cannot survive if members take more than they give. We must consciously strengthen the we, service, incentives for impact, and celebrating cooperation. Let us explore this imbalance with everyday examples. Driving is an individual freedom. It lets me work, visit family, and be independent. The I at work. But I have duties. Stop at red lights. Do not speed near schools. Be sober. These protect the we, other drivers, pedestrians, children. We accept this because we see the consequences. Apply this logic online. Expression is a powerful right. What are the duties? Truthfulness, respect, consider impact on others' mental health. We haven't defined these duties, so collisions are constant. It exhausts us all. Healthcare shows this imbalance. We believe in care as a right, but we neglect duties to prevent illness. Unhealthy norms strain the system. Caregivers burn out. We need public conversations about duty. Make the we visible again, starting locally. We have mastered survival and growth. From the Arctic to the desert, we thrive. We have mastered growth. We built cities and global communications. Technology like magic to our ancestors. But one color is missing. True equality. Not sameness, equal intrinsic value. A child born in a poor village has a life and potential as important as any other. Well-being of every person must be a social priority. This is not a slogan. It is a principle of advanced civilization. Inequality is our biggest obstacle now. An unequal society is unstable. It generates poverty, desperation, anger. Like building on a tilted foundation, collapse risk persists. Our social problems are tremors. Make equality a design principle. Every law or decision, does it widen or close the gap? Make equality visible and non-negotiable. We clearly see personal crimes. Theft violates safety and property. Assault violates the body. Visible. personal, easy to understand, but our definition is too narrow. Consider systemic harm, a decision that pollutes a river. It may be legal, but families get sick. Livelihoods are destroyed. The environment suffers for generations. Is this not harm? Is this not greater in scale? Systemic economic and environmental harm must be treated as seriously as violent crime. The executive who knowingly harms a community and the violent offender both destroy human potential. Yet we treat them differently. Redefine harm. Direct accountability for social and environmental damage. Pro-humanity is pro-responsibility. Penalties should match the harm. Teach that legal is not always moral. True justice sees all harm clearly. From day one, we are taught to compete. We compete for grades. We compete in sports. We compete for jobs and promotions. Markets compete. Nations compete. Winning is central. We say competition drives progress. Winners and losers. Manjo Ronson says this is obsolete for advanced societies. It has become destructive. Competition once ensured survival. We no longer live in scarcity. We can provide for all. In a connected world, your loss becomes mine. Climate, pandemics, instability, no borders. Win-lose on a lifeboat sinks everyone. Row together. Redesign systems to reward collaboration. Success, lifting everyone, not beating others. The race is over. The work of a better world begins. We have walked through challenging ideas. We began with a shared anxiety. We met an outsider who sees patterns. He showed that we granted freedom without guidance. He revealed the imbalance, I versus we. He pointed to the missing color, true equality. He asked us to redefine harm to include the systemic and to end win-lose competition. These 5 takeaways form one coherent vision. Call it social sustainability, like environmental sustainability, but for society itself. The ability to provide well-being, justice, and opportunity over time. It is measurable. Track equality and health, collective well-being, not just growth. First steps are small and personal. Balance rights with duties. Speak and listen. Name invisible harm. Choose cooperation over competition. Small acts are seeds of a new world. These are foundations for sustainability. The path forward is a choice. Act as responsible parents, value everyone equally, and work together. The blueprint is in our hands. What is the first step you will take?